Dear students, so we are start with our lecture number 25th, that is the free torsional vibration of geared system. So today we are going to see some numericals on this topic, that is free torsional vibration of gear system. This is the last lecture in unit number 3, that is 2 degrees of freedom system undamped vibration. So today we are going to start with our problem. So we are going to see two problems in today's lecture. So first problem, an electric motor which is running at 155 rpm. An electric motor which is running at 1500 rpm drives a pump through a gearing. Drives a pump through a gearing. So there is an electric motor and there is pump. So electric motor is the input and the pump is your application. So electric motor is prime mover, and the pump is your application. Pump is application. So an electric motor which is running at 1500 rpm drives a pump through a gearing. So there is geared system. The pump run at 500 rpm. Pump run at 500 rpm. The motor armature has mass moment of inertia. So electric motor has mass moment of inertia of 400 kg meter square, and pump impeller, that is pump, has mass moment of inertia of 1400 kg meter square. The motor shaft, there is two shaft, one is electric motor shaft and another is pump shaft. So the motor shaft is of 45 mm diameter and 180 mm long. The pump shaft is having 90 mm diameter and it is 450 mm in length. So first we have to find out an equivalent system. Find the equivalent system having uniform shaft diameter of 45 mm. So the uniform shaft diameter means equivalent diameter of shaft is given as 45 mm and running at 1500 rpm. And second, we have to find out the natural frequency of the system. So find the natural frequency of a system. There is condition is given by neglecting the inertia of gears. By neglecting inertia of gears, we have to find out the natural frequency. Take G is equals to 84 into 10 raised to 9 Newton per meter square. So this is the problem. If this problem, it consists of, say, the first solution, in that the given data is given. So first given data is your speed of electric motor. So speed of electric motor is given. So first shaft, that speed is given, Na is equals to 1500 rpm. There is second shaft which consists of pump and that speed is given 500 rpm. Now from that we can find out the G, that is gear ratio. It is nothing but the Na upon Nb, that is input speed upon output speed, that is Na upon Nb, which is 3. Then the moment of inertia is given, that is 400 kg. It is for electric motor, that is Ia, and 1400 it is for Ib. that is for application or for pump. Then the diameter are also given. So there are two diameter. The first motor is there, electric motor. It is say A. This is an prime mover. Then another there is a pump, which is application, which is denoted by B. Then this is the diameter of shaft which connect electric motor to the gearing system. So it is given D1. Then similarly there is a diameter which is given for second shaft, that is D2. So there is length L1 is given for first shaft, it is 180 mm. So this length between this to this gear system, it is 180 mm, and length L2 it is 450 mm. So from this gear system to pump, the length is given. So this is actual system. We can draw from the statement which is given by which is given in the problem. So this is your actual system. So this is your actual system. Now we have to convert this actual system into an equivalent system, and the condition is given that we have to neglect the inertia of gears. Now we know that if we neglect the inertia of gears, then this gear system becomes two rotor system. So this having a rotor A, which is motor, and another rotor which is pump, it is B dash, because we have neglected this inertia of gears. Then the length L1 will be same, and there will be the L2 dash, because inertia get change IB dash, so the length is L2 dash. Now in problem it is given that the equivalent diameter it should be 45 mm. So it should be D is equals to D1 is equals to 45 mm. Now and after that we know that for two rotor system there is a single node, only one node. So the motor A rotates in this direction, rotor B having this direction. So if we plot the amplitude and node plot, so that plot is like this, and there is one single node point N, it having a distance LA, and this is LB dash because it is B dash rotor, so it is LB dash. So this is general, which is also seen in your two rotor system. So now we have to find out the equivalent diameter. So first, equivalent two rotor system, in which we have to find out the first IB dash. So what is value of IB dash? IB dash is nothing but the IB upon G square. This is the formula we have derived in last lecture. So that is IB upon G square. So IB is 1400 upon G square 3 square. The gear ratio is 3. This is gear ratio. G is gear ratio. So we get the value of IB dash, which is equals to 155.55 kg meter square. Now we know that for equivalent length, LE is nothing but the L1 plus L2 dash. Now L2 dash is nothing but the G square L2 dE upon D2 raised to 4. This is already known to us. This is second formula we have derived. So LE is equals to L1. L1 is your actual length, and your L2 dash is nothing but the G square L2 into dE upon d2 raised to 4. So put the value. So 0.18 meter plus 3 square into 0.45 in bracket. This is 45 mm diameter and 90 mm diameter. So equivalent diameter is your D1. So 0.045 upon 0.090 raised to 4. So after calculation, we get the value of LE, that is equivalent length, which is 0.4331 meter, which is 0.4331 meter, that is 433 mm. So from that, we can find out the value of L2 dash. So that L2 dash is nothing but the 433 minus 180. So that is nothing but the value of L2 dash. Now, we know that for two rotor system, we have two formulas, that is IALA is equals to IBLB. Now for there is a rotor having B dash. So IALA is equals to IB into LB, IB dash into LB dash. Similarly, the total length equivalent LE is nothing but the LA into LB dash, LA plus LB dash. If you see the figure, the total length LE is nothing but the LA plus LB dash. So these are the two formulae. So first formula is IALA is equals to IB dash LB dash. Now IA value is 400 into LA. Then IB dash is 155.55 into LB dash. So this is your first equation, that is LA is equals to 0.388 LB dash. Now we know that the total equivalent length, that is LE is equals to LA plus LB dash. So LE we have find out 0.4331 is equals to LA. Now we have to put this value of LA in this equation. So we get 0.4331, that is value of LA, is equals to 0.388 LB dash plus LB dash. So after that, we get the value of LB dash as 0.3110 meter, and after putting this LB dash value in this equation, equation number 1, we get LA value as 0.1202 meter. That is LA is 120 mm and LB dash is 311 mm. So in figure, we can take that 120 and 311. So this length is 120 mm, and between this N point to this B dash rotor, that is LB dash length, it is 311 mm. So this is first equivalent system. We have find out the equivalent system. Next, we have to find out the natural frequency. Now for natural frequency, we know that the natural frequency of two rotor system is equals to omega n is equals to square root of Gj upon IALA or square root of Gj upon IB dash LB dash. You can use anything from these two equations. So omega n is equals to, the value of G is 84 into 10 raised to 9 into J pi by 32 into D raised to 4. Now D equivalent is there. So equivalent diameter is 0.045 raised to 4 divided by IA. So value of IA is 400 and LA is 0.1202. So after calculation, we get the circular natural frequency is 26.45 radian per second. So we get, from that we can find out the value of Fn. So Fn is nothing but the omega n upon 2 pi. So it is omega n upon 2 pi. that is 26.45 upon 2 pi. So we get the natural frequency value, which is 4.2 hertz. This is the natural frequency of a system which is given in the problem, and in problem there is given a condition that the inertia of system to be neglected. So that becomes two rotor system. Now take another example. Now it is same example, only there is a consideration of inertia of gears. So what is problem? So I will start. A reciprocating IC engine is coupled to centrifugal pump. Same. And this is your prime mover, that is IC engine is your prime mover. In last problem, the electric motor is prime mover. Now in this problem, the IC engine is prime mover. A reciprocating IC engine is coupled to centrifugal pump through a gearing. A shaft from flywheel of engine to the gear wheel, means from IC engine to the gear wheel, is having diameter of 60 mm and 950 mm long. Again, the shaft from pinion, there is gear wheel first and then next is pinion. The shaft from pinion to pump is 40 mm long, 40 mm in diameter and 300 mm in length. The engine speed is 1/4 of pump speed, means engine speed is lower and pump speed is higher. The moment of inertia of flywheel and gear wheel is are 815 kg per meter square respectively. That is, you can say first flywheel and gear wheel, and the moment of inertia for pinion and pump impeller, it is 4 and 17 kg per meter. Determine natural frequency and position of node for torsional system as shown in figure. Now in this case, there is no the condition is not given, that is we have to neglect the inertia force. So we have to consider that inertia force, that condition is not given. So we are going to see a figure. So what is that? There is a condition given, that is there is a flywheel, that is engine, IC engine having flywheel. This is considered as a rotor A. Then diameter of D1 is given, that is 60 mm diameter of shaft having flywheel and gear wheel. So gear wheel is your C and your gear D is pinion to pump, and this is your rotor B having centrifugal pump. Now this diameter is D1 and length is 950 mm. Similarly, this second shaft between pinion and pump, the length is 300 mm and diameter is D2, which is given as 40 mm. Now I will consider DE as D1, that is DE is equals to D1, which is equals to 60 mm diameter. Now what are given? IA is given. So the diameter and all this given. The moment of inertia of flywheel and gear wheel is 815 kg meter square. So if you see, so this IA is having moment of inertia of 800 kg meter square, and this gear wheel, that is gear C, is having moment of inertia of 15 kg meter square. Similarly, this pinion and pump having moment of inertia of 4 kg meter square and 17 kg meter square respectively. Now the gear ratio is given. So gear ratio is the NA upon NB, Na upon NB. So that gear ratio is given as 1/4. That is Na is 1/4 of Nb. So that is 0.25, because this engine shaft is connected to gear wheel. It is not connected to pinion. If it is connected with pinion, then that gear ratio is greater than 1. And if it is directly connected to the gear and after that it is connected with pinion, then they less than 1. So I will take this system as this is your actual system. Now we have to convert this actual system and equivalent system by considering the inner shafts, because in problem there is no statement is there either to neglect the inner shaft gear. So we have to consider the inner shaft gears, and that inner shaft gears is also given in the problem. So this is rotor A. Now we know we have no having a clue of direction up till now. So I will give this clue after that. So I will, there are, if we consider the inner shaft gears, so there will be a 3 rotor system. So there is rotor A, there is rotor C dash, and there is rotor B dash. So this is your L1 is the length between rotor A and rotor C dash, and L2 dash will be the length between rotor C dash and B dash. So how this direction will be possible, I will show on later stage. So when the inner shaft gear consider, then the equivalent length of the shaft and system becomes the 3 rotor system. So we have to find out the IC dash and IB dash. So we know that the IC dash, that is mass moment of inertia for rotor C, is IC dash is equals to IC plus ID upon G square. This is we have derived this equation in last lecture. So what is value of IC? IC is 15, ID is 4 upon G square, so 0.25 square. So we get the value of IC dash is equals to 79 kg meters. Now we have to find out the value of IB dash again. So we know that IB dash is nothing but the IB upon G square. So IB dash is equals to IB upon G square. So 17 upon 0.25 square. So that becomes 272 kg meter square. Now for 3 rotor system, we have 2 equations. So for 3 rotor system, we have 2 equation. Now first we have to find out the value of L2 dash. L1 is already known to us. So we have to find out the value of L2 dash. Now we know that the value of L2 dash is nothing but the G square L2 D1 upon D2 raised to 4, because D is equals to T1. So 0.25 square into 0.3, 0.06 upon 0.02, that is 60 mm upon 40 mm raised to 4. So that becomes L2 dash, which is equals to 0.095, that is 95 mm. Now for 3 rotor system, we know that the equation is IALA is equals to IB dash LB dash. This is first equation, which is common in 2 rotor system as well as 3 rotor system. But in 2 rotor system, there is equivalent length LE is nothing but the LA plus LB dash, or we can say LA plus LB, but not in case of 3 rotor system. There is another equation. So IALA is equals to IB dash LB dash. So LA into 800, LB dash into 270. So we get the value of LA is equals to 0.34 LB dash. So 270 upon 800, that becomes 0.34. Now the second important condition, it is nothing but the 1 upon IC dash, that is the center rotor, that is 1 upon IC dash in bracket 1 upon L1 minus LA plus 1 upon L2 dash minus LB dash. Now in 3 rotor system, we are going to consider this L2 dash as L2 and LB dash as LB, because there is no addition of inertia in case of three rotor system, but there is a gear system, so there is, we have to consider this. So each, which is equals to 1 upon I by dash L by dash. So we have to put the value of LA as 0.34 LB dash. So we have to put, now what is value of IC dash? IC dash is equals to 1 upon 79. Then 1 upon the L1 is 0.95 minus LA is 0.34 LB dash plus L2 dash is 0.095 minus LB dash is equals to 1 upon 272 LB dash, that is IB dash is 270. So after calculation, there will get a fundamental equation, that is quadratic equation in LB dash, and it has two values. So first value of LB dash is 0.09 meter and another value of LB dash is 0.02 meter. So depending upon these values, LB dash, there are either it is two node system or either it may be a single node system. So we are getting two values of LB dash. So first is 0.09 and another is 0.02. So after putting this LB dash in this equation, so we get two values of LA. That is first is 0.306 meter and another is 0.068 meter. So this is an equation. Now if we consider the first set of equation, that is LA and LB dash. So LA is less than L1 and LB dash is also less than L2 dash. That is first set is 0.09 and 0.306 meter. So which is also less in L1 and L2 dash. So your L1 is 0.95 and L2 dash is your 0.095. So both are less. So this is two rotor system. Two node system. So this is two node system. So there is first node, and for two node system, the first and last rotor should be rotating. For two rotor system, your first and last rotor must be rotating in opposite direction, and the middle rotor is rotating in the direction as that of the direction of A. So this direction is first and last rotor having same direction. So this is wrong. So first and last rotor should be rotating in same direction and the middle rotor should be rotating in opposite direction. So this rotor A rotated in opposite direction. So this is downward, this is also downward, and this is upward. So after the plot, if we plot this diagram, so there will be a two node. So this is your first node N1 and this is your second node N2. So this is your LA, this is L1 minus LA, this is your LB, and this is L2 dash minus LB dash. So there will be dash LB dash and L2 minus LB dash. Now we have to find out the natural frequency. Now in this problem, it is not in this problem there will be a not, we have to not calculate of the amplitudes, that is beta A, beta B and beta C. So that will not consider. So we have to find out the natural frequencies. So for natural frequency, we can use any one formula. So directly Fn. So natural frequency of two rotor system is equals to omega n upon 2 pi, and this is value of omega n. So square root of Gj upon ILA. We can use square root of Gj upon IB dash LB dash. So from that we get Fn is equals to 1 upon 2 pi. G is 84 into 10 raised to 9 into pi by 32 into J is pi by 32 into DE. So DE is 60 mm, that is 0.06 into 10 to 4 upon IA is given 800 and your LA is first set, that is 306 meter. So after calculation, the first set LB dash or LA. So we get a natural frequency, first natural frequency at 3.32 hertz. Now similarly, we can find out the second set. For second set, we can find out the value of Fn. So that is equal to 1 upon 2 pi square root of Gj upon ILA. We have to put only value of LA as 0.306 meter, and we have to put only, instead of 0.3606 meter, we have to put the value 0.0068 meter. So we get another natural frequency. This is first natural frequency Fn1, and we get another natural frequency Fn2, because there is two sets of values of LA and LAB. So there will be a two natural frequency Fn1 and Fn2. So this is all about the unit number 3 and the numericals on the gear system. So this is the last lecture in the unit number 3, that is 2 degrees of freedom system, undamped vibration. So thank you very much.